Oh no, there's sirens. Man, the problems that I have are pretty hit or miss.
You're
God
just
damn it.
having a horrible day.
I know. Oh, kill me now.
Oh, if you
Sirens
insist.
interrupted the joke I was gonna make. Everything. Fuck it. Fuck it. We're doing it live.
Oh man, I don't even
Uh,
know what's going on.
I had a good day at work. That's a plus.
That is a plus. It's a good thing you're not entirely ugly.
Oh, thanks.
Crab got paid today, so that's pretty cool.
Congrats. I did too. I got a bonus today.
I got a bone. Well, today was my last day of work until 2019, so that's pretty cool. Not that they're not offering it, but I'm taking next week off.
Are you gonna, when you go back, are you gonna do the I haven't worked since last year joke?
No, I wasn't planning on it. Although the fact that someone there gave me an atheist a Bible as a Christmas gift, maybe I should.
Just out of spite.
Well, here's another funny fact. Like everyone was since I work union, getting layoff checks is not that big of a deal. Everyone was expecting to that people were going to get layoff checks today. Not a single person got one.
Huh. Alright. Well, that works.
Yeah, no one got a layoff check for Christmas, and I'm sure some guys are disappointed.
Was that? So you just get like a layoff check and then the union just helps you get another job later? Is that how that
Well,
works?
how my union does it is the local contractors have to go through the union to get another worker.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't just go in and be like, "Hey, hire me," and they're like, "Yeah, we like your work, we're gonna hire you." But as a result, when they hire you for a specific job and they have no work for you, you just take a layoff, go back to the hall, and go out to another job.
Alright.
There's so much potential for turnaround in the industry that it's easy enough to just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to the hall
Yeah.
and get another job.
Alright. Yeah, that's kind of how the longshoreman union works here in Seattle.
Yeah,
Or at
well,
least one of them.
but it's a good day. I think this has been one of the longest days of my life though. An 8 hour day, but it felt like a week.
Yeah.
To be fair though, the longest day of my life was the day I went on terminal leave from the military. The base admin
Mm-hmm.
had screwed up on taking care of my orders. They hadn't gotten all dealt with at the time that they were supposed to, so I had to wait another 6 hours on base that I could have been driving home.
Oh, ouch. Ah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyways, any Discord news?
No, not really.
Well, all I've got is I'm hosting a rabbit for everybody on Christmas Day. For anybody that's not doing anything, come and hang out, watch some movies. Yep.
Assuming anyone's watching besides Crab.
Crab will spread the word around, probably, maybe.
Crab's our gossip. Got it.
Yep.
Oh, we have 5 people
See,
watching, but no one
yeah,
is
just
talking.
to spread the word, you don't need a lot of people to watch. You just need a few people with big mouths.
Well, it's like during the filming of Star Wars, they had a joke. Telephone, telegram, telecarry. Because apparently anything you told to Carrie Fisher would end up being just gossip.
Yeah. Crab, you're more than gossip. You're one of our mods in this chat.
Which reflects nothing in the server.
No, it doesn't. It means we recognize you from the server. That's pretty much all it means.
Yeah, pretty much.
Except for a few people. They know who they are. They probably aren't watching it.
Well, with only 5 people, most of the server isn't watching.
Yeah, that's fine. They're hypocrites. I don't know how they're hypocrites. I don't know why I said that.
What the hell's a hypocrite?
Server, love the people in there. Hypocrite?
Well, no, what you said hypocrite. What's a hypocrite? Is that like a hip to the jive critical hit?
Sure. Let's go with that. Okay, let's talk immigration.
Oh man, we are so far gone. I don't.
Yeah, we're going real slow at the starting up on this one. All right.
I have no idea.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Oh, you have buddies from the Daily Wire Discord.
What? I didn't know the Daily Wire had a Discord.
Crab90 apparently has friends from the Daily Wire Discord. I didn't even know there was a Daily Wire Discord.
Sweet. Yeah. Well, that's cool.
I didn't.
Hey, Addie.
Addie! I didn't even know Crab had friends. You mean? I mean, of course, outside of the Saints server.
Well, yeah. Crab, you got a friend in me. I don't care what Rimshee says about you when we're off air. Alright.
I only speak the truth. Crab is a wonderful person.
That's not what you said last night.
I know, I was a little more explicit, but it was still the same sentiment, you bitch.
Alright.
It's not like this is getting monetized.
And on to the news. Alright.
The news!
French Yellow Vest protesters block border crossings with Spain. I'm really digging France right now, because as a red-blooded American, I love a good revolution.
Well, here's the thing. The French people are being badass. The French as a whole, fucking shit.
Like those Canadian French especially.
Oh god, those potato lickers.
Those people. No, potato fuckers.
Yeah, I wanted to be a little less explicit than that. They're definitely licking the potatoes. Oh god, now I almost feel bad, Crab.
Oh. I think he's lying. I hope he's lying. Come hang out for the movies on Christmas Day, Crab.
Come to Seattle, Crab.
Yeah, do that too.
Come to Seattle at some point when I'm gonna be up there.
His wedding, it will be a good time. Jeff is gonna be up here for that.
Yeah, the wedding's gonna be fun.
And then, you can always come up for PAX. I'll hook you up.
Yeah, if I have the money, I'm definitely coming up for PAX.
Yeah. Alright. Activists in the French tax protest movement have blocked roads at several points on the French-Spanish border amidst ongoing anti-government demonstrations in the country. Protesters from the Yellow Vest movement cut off roads leading to the Spanish border towns of Irun in the Basque Country and La Jonquera.
A place.
In Catalonia yesterday, Saturday. Traffic, including lorries, were prevented from crossing into Spain while blockades were staged. One incident saw a 60-year-old Spanish lorry driver arrested in connection with a scuffle with protesters and police officers on the French side of the border. The blockades the blockades come as yellow vest activists,
So
yellow
called.
vest activists, so called, because of the high vis clothes they wear. We already know about this because this is all over the fucking news and everybody's talking about it. Demonstrations began over France's decision to hike duties on diesel, which the government has since backtracked on. Yeah.
This stuff kind of makes me want to go to France and walk around in one of my many high vis vests that I get free from the contractors.
Well, it's actually so the reason why there's so many people with
Oh,
these
I know.
high
It's a
vis
law that they
vests.
have to have them in their car in case
I
they
don't
break
think.
down or something.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad law, honestly.
I think
Other than the
it's
fact if it's provided by the government, I don't think it's a bad law. If you have to purchase it, I don't like that.
yeah, something basic that comes like it's something very basic. I guarantee you anything provided by the government would be exceedingly basic. It'd be like just the cheapest vest they can find.
Yeah, like like the super lightweight mesh ones that construction workers use during summer, something like that.
By the way, Crab, it's not looking likely that I'll be able to make it to Kilroy. I've got so many trips to plan for this upcoming year. I've got 2 weddings, and I've got a snuggle with Jables I got to deal with.
Yeah. I might make it to Gilroy. I'm not sure yet. And at last I checked, like people weren't even entirely sure that Kilroy was going to happen. Yeah. Yeah, the rest of this article just looks like fluff and rehashing all the old shit that we've already talked about. Yeah. Where was I? Since grown to become broadly opposed to the economic blah blah blah, Macron has sought to reform France through tax and spending cuts, which has led protesters to dub him the president of the rich. Demonstrations in Paris turned violent recently, and riot police were put out on the streets of the French capital. Cars were left torched and shop fronts smashed following the riots. See, that's not how you do it. That's the end of the article. I don't like when people start just destroying their own cities. Destroy your government buildings, not the shops that are within your city. If you're
Yeah,
going to do
well,
anything like that.
inevitably, any riot or anything like that that is anti-government, they may start with the government buildings, but there's always going to be those few people who are just like, hey, fuck it, I want that big screen.
Yeah. And that's called looting. Which I don't recommend. However,
And yeah,
I could use a new laptop if you're in a rioting city. Just saying.
yeah, Eddie's got a point. Nearly killing a motorist changing a tire in a black hoodie is a serious pucker factor.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying it's a bad law, Addy. I'm just saying that I guarantee you anything that the government provides would be the shittiest, most basic version. It'd be worth your time to buy something better if that sort of law were to be put into effect.
Well, I mean, how basic can you get with reflective tape on like a yellow vest?
You have no idea.
You're right. I have no idea. That's what I'm wondering.
It
Because
gets
I've seen high vis vests for like $2 at Walmart. They were kind of shitty, but
So the cheapest ones, you're lucky if you find the armholes and are able to put it on right. You're lucky if it's sewed together right.
okay.
It's worth your time to spend a little bit of cash on like a $10 vest.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I only don't like the law if it requires people to purchase them themselves, essentially. But I also don't want it to be required that it has to be the government issued. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, no. As long as the government provides something basic that you can improve on, that's cool. I don't give a shit. I mean, to some degree I do, because that would require increased taxes, or this, or that, but ultimately what it boils down to is this going to be safer?
Yeah.
Is this really going to save lives? Is there really a solid argument for it?
I think if you give me a couple hours to like really think through it entirely, I could come up with a really good argument for
No,
you.
no, in this one I could definitely see a really good argument. You don't need to come up with one from me. Like, I can already see the really good argument I can see, because like
Nope.
I ride motorcycles sometimes. Um,
I'm coming up with an argument for you. It's your Christmas present.
Fuck you. I've already got so many high vis vests. It's not even funny. Like, I've started throwing. I generally I throw them away after a job, but quite often they'll end up just sitting in like a closet or something. But I'm a motorcyclist, and we're low visibility as it is. People don't look for us. My, but I wear full textiles when I go riding, so I have the opportunity to have more than just the black leather. I have
Yeah.
reflectors on my boots. I've got reflectors on my pants. I've got reflectors on my jacket. I mean, they're kind of small, but they're gonna catch your eye, and you'd be like, "What the hell's that?" I'm gonna avoid it. High visibility is important.
Yeah. Yeah, my brother makes custom choppers. I've shown you those.
Yeah. Shit,
I'm
on this one
aware.
article, we're only on the first article, and it's been nearly a half hour. We're just droning on about bullshit.
Yeah. Well, it's fun to do sometimes. Christmas is coming up. We're chilling out.
Yeah, and and Addy, yeah, a $5 yellow vest will light up pretty well, but the issue is that the quality. Well, I mean, a $5 one's actually not a bad one. I'm saying when they go for cheap, they go for really fucking cheap. You can get like a $1 vest that's probably not even sewn together properly. That's probably what they'd be handing out,
Yeah.
if that.
He's he's talking more about the government's inadequacy to provide decent products to if they're handing them out for free.
Yeah. In general, you're never going to end up with something good if it's given to you by a bureaucratic uh, body.
Yeah. All right.
The issue about that, Addy, just being a yellow blob does not necessarily help as much at night. Yeah, it's going to be very useful during the day. An orange blob would actually probably be better during the peak of the day, but a yellow blob is going to be better probably at dusk. It's not really going to help as much at night, because the main issue is the reflectors are there for a reason. There's a reason that is actually a requirement, an OSHA requirement, that construction workers wear reflectors even during the day when walking around a job site, specifically out in the open where there's the potential for heavy vehicles and whatnot. But it's gotten to the point where companies will just say, no, wear it all the time. I don't care if you're working inside or outside. I don't care if you're working in the most confined space where there's no chance in hell of you getting run over by any sort of vehicle. You're wearing a high-vis vest with reflectors.
Yeah. Well, that's more of just a policy to prevent people from like taking it off while they're inside and leaving it somewhere and then
Oh,
going
no, no,
outside and forgetting about it.
I agree about that, but the actual OSHA is that you have to have even the reflectors. You have to have the vest with reflectors in
Yeah.
trafficy areas.
Since we're still talking about yellow vests, uh, what
Yellow
was the
vests! Yellow vest protesters erect a guillotine in Paris bearing French president's political party name amid revolt that has forced Macron to address the furious nation Monday evening. Holy shit, that is way too long of an article title.
Hey, Smart Pig. Yeah, way too long. That
Hey,
wasn't even
Smart
just like
Pig!
title with. That wasn't title with subtitle. That was just full title.
That was just the title. Here's the bullet points.
Okay, so I think that's why my computer was crashing. It didn't know how to handle the title that long.
Yellow vest protesters erected the guillotine bearing the slogan En marche! In a threat to Emmanuel Macron. The move came after another weekend of rioting swept France, leaving dozens hurt and hundreds in custody. Macron, who has already made humiliating concessions, he does not know the meaning of the word, is expected to go further in a TV address tonight. This was last week. This was actually 11 days ago. But who the fuck cares?
Wasn't the last person to be sent to death by guillotine in France like just only the 1940s? Not that long ago.
I'd have to look that up. I don't know off the top of my head. Autistic historians, get on that.
Yeah. Alright. They made a guillotine, though. I think that's cool. It's pretty French.
Yeah, and then we've got Smart Pig saying, "The fuck, the rum is hitting me harder than I thought it would."
It's good. It's better to watch these shows drunk.
It shouldn't be the most important information of the article. Alright.
Yeah. Maybe it should.
Like, here, let's scroll up and look at this.
So many people just read the titles in the first place without reading the actual article.
Like, they could have shortened this. They could have shortened this to Yellow Vest protesters erect guillotine in France amid riots.
Yeah.
Simple. Alright, let's go ahead and read. Yellow Vest protesters in Paris erected a guillotine bearing the name of Emmanuel Macron's political party in a direct threat to the under fire French president. The move came as the country's finance minister warned the violent protests sweeping the country are a catastrophe for a nation's economy. The demonstrators torched cars, vandalized and looted shops and restaurants, and hurled stones in a fourth weekend of protests in Paris. Holy shit, they're actually still going at it pretty hard then.
Yeah. Well, they're blocking an entire border and building guillotines and rioting in the streets. I think they're going pretty hard. This might be full-blown revolution. This is exciting.
I guess the motto right now for them is go hard or go home. Fuck it.
Yeah. Oh, last person to be executed by a guillotine was in 1977. Holy shit. That was not long ago.
The riot police fought back with tear gas, water cannon, and baton charges, leaving 71 people injured in the French capital. The shocking guillotine footage, which was filmed in an unknown location in France, emerged as Macron prepared to meet trade unionists and rival politicians before addressing the country at 8 p.m. Tonight, but that was 11 days ago, so fuck him. And his finance minister, Bruno Le Maire, yesterday warned that the Yellow Vest protesters will have a severe impact on the economy. It's a catastrophe for commerce. Let me
Yeah.
see how shitty of a French accent I can do. No, fuck it. I'm not gonna try. It's a
Just
catastrophe for. It's
just
a
embody and embrace
catastrophe.
JF. You'll get it.
It's a catastrophe for for commerce. It's a catastrophe for our economy.
Doing a
No,
little
I can't
German
do it.
there.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, they're pretty Hitler-esque over there. Oh.
I'll give you an A for effort.
The finance minister said, "We must expect a new slowdown of economic growth at year's end, and due to the protests. The protesters, who take their names from the fluorescent safety vests that French drivers are legally obligated to carry, have wreaked havoc on retailers and the tourism industry. Department stores, museums, and monuments, including the Eiffel Tower, had to close. The Interior Ministry said 136,000 people took part in Sunday's anti-government protests, and more than 1,700 were arrested, with Paris seeing more damage than last week. Protests also took place in Marseille, Toulouse, and Bordeaux. I can't pronounce French names because they're full of shit and lies. It meant.
I think you saw it at the same time I did. Nice one, Eddie. Okay, keep going.
Emmanuel Macron is set to make a groveling speech today and announce further tax concessions in a bid to calm the anger that has gripped the country. The 40-year-old French president, elected in May last year, has faced mounting criticism for remaining holed up in his presidential palace. Holy fuck. The fact that they're calling it a palace.
Yeah.
At least we call ours a fucking house.
Yeah.
And it's the White House after its color, but at least we call it a fucking house.
Keep in mind, up until Obama, it was the White House.
To be fair, I thought once you go black, you don't go back. Guess that was wrong.
Yeah, we've proven that stereotype wrong.
Okay. For remaining holed up in his presidential palace, protected by armored cars, he has also been criticized for not speaking in public for almost 2 weeks. You know,
yeah.
on the one hand, I don't blame him.
On the other hand, that's a really dumb fucking move.
He's being an idiot.
He was an idiot to even try to do this in the first place, so...
Not a false statement. On November 27th, Mr. Macron said he would not be pushed into changing policies by thugs. But in a humiliating U-turn last week, he scrapped planned fuel increases and froze energy prices. The protesters are demanding a wide range of changes, including lower taxes, higher minimum wages, better pension benefits, and Mr. Macron's resignation. I agree with that first one, lower taxes, and that last one, Macron's resignation. You go for it, boys. You go get 'em.
You know, Addy had a good point. Fighting for control for his lame country. What we should do, as the red-blooded Americans we are, is, as a Discord server, go and invade France and take over.
Dude, they're French. Only the people would fight.
Yeah. But they'll be on our side because we're taking over. We're helping them take over. With our American values of fuck the government.
Meanwhile, footage shot at the weekend showed one of the yellow vest protesters had his hand blown off after reportedly trying to pick up a grenade in Bordeaux. Well, if you picked up a grenade to try and throw it back and it went boom, the only way you're only losing a hand is if it's like a smoke grenade. Well, not even a smoke grenade. A flashbang maybe is about your best bet, and that's not gonna. It depends on what they got. It sounds more like it was probably fireworks. While a woman in Paris lost an eye during violent clashes last night. The device detonated when the man tried to pick it up in order to throw it back. The city's deputy public prosecutor, Olivier, piece of shit, confirmed. Said reports. Like I said, fuck French names. They're full of lies. Like, there's so many letters that are in the names that do not make a fucking sound.
Don't they use a shit ton of vowels, too?
Yeah, like, look at Bordeaux. Bordeaux, it is...
B-O-R-D-O. Done. Easy.
or O-W. Done. O, yeah. Instead, for O, they've got E-A-U-X.
Yeah.
What the fuck? It's a name full of lies.
I have a friend whose name is... I have a friend whose name is Bo, and it's B-E-A-U. It's fucking garbage.
Pig wants us to take a break for a second because he needs more more rum.
Yeah, I could go for a smoke. You know.
I could pour scotch out of my new decanter. Fuck it. You know what? I will pour scotch out of my new decanter, and I will drink that. I need to.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yep. You entertain because I gotta mute myself for a second.
We're not here for us. We're here for you, the chat. Because we're here so that you guys can kill time before the real show starts.
Yeah, we're just useless pre-show shits.
Yeah. However, that's some news that I got going on. Thinking about starting another show. Working on a format for that since Rimshee won't really be able to do all that jazz. And I'm doing another show. Oh, this relates to your Christmas present, Rimshee.
Oh, God.
So So I spent a lot of time in debates with Christians and whatnot. In debate channels, I'm not just going out and picking fights. And
somehow
a lot of them
I doubt
don't believe... That. Okay.
I doubt you're not picking fights.
There's nothing I can do to convince you, so...
Well, that's because I've met you, Jesus.
Yeah. And one thing that I constantly run into is Christians telling me either I haven't read the Bible, I haven't read the right version of the Bible, or I haven't read the Bible correctly. I don't know how that third one works, but whatever. So I'm going to be starting a thing where a Christian reads the Bible to me. A bedtime story.
Oh, God.
It's going to be fun.
Is this what you were inviting me to join you on?
No, I was inviting you to join me on Underhaven, the sister show for drunken peasants.
Well, if you want to drag me on, just let me know, but no guarantees.
We don't even have a date yet, so...
Gotcha. Biotech Babe is watching.
Hey, Biotech Babe.
You should definitely join us here more often, Biotech Babe.
Yeah.
Because why the fuck not? Yeah, we have no shame.
Alright, Smart Pick's back. You can continue with the article.
Alright. So, but no further details have been released about the man's identity or his current condition. Talking about the guy who lost his fucking... Who the hell's crushing Pig?
He's talking about you.
I didn't think you guys would do it. You don't know us at all.
Yeah. I mean, if there were like hundreds and hundreds of people in the chat, we probably wouldn't do it. Actually, we might, because I think that would be fucking hilarious.
We might pick out like one or two people. Oh yeah, they said, hold on, I need to go get something to drink. Oh.
Yeah. Even with hundreds and hundreds of people, I would take a break on the show for you, Smart Pig.
Oh.
All right.
Alright, continuing on. The man can be seen running towards the camera, holding up the bleeding stump at the end of his right arm in a graphic video which has since been removed from Facebook.
Nice.
Oh, I enjoy the,
Jesus.
Addy, you've been on the show.
Yeah. Smart Pig runs one of the sister shows, Locked and Loaded. Link in the description.
Watch them Mondays.
Yeah. Monday nights.
Another video was later posted by France 3 that showed the man on a stretcher being loaded into an ambulance by paramedics. Meanwhile, a video surfaced on social late Saturday night.
Sorry. Addy made me shoot beer up my nose.
You know, Addy, do you realize how low quality this is? You were invited back, and still have an open invitation.
Yeah. Addy, you always have an open invitation to join us.
You want to talk low quality? We're low quality.
Yeah. You don't even plan out guests. Okay.
Meanwhile, a video surfaced on social late Saturday night that showed a woman on the ground and bleeding from her eyes as others tend to her amid the protests in Paris. Cities including Paris, Marseille, and Bordeaux exploded into violence on Saturday during the fourth weekend of demonstrations in a row by Yellow Vest protesters. Burned out cars dotted the streets. Burned out cars dotted the streets in several neighborhoods in Paris on Sunday morning as cleaners swept up the broken glass from smashed shops, windows, and bus stops. And holy shit!
I'm pulling an Addy.
Jesus, like. I mean, if you're not watching this, this is kind of weird. Why did a guy climb up on top of a pillar just to throw this thing off? Whatever, I'm gonna keep going. Oh, and here's the image of the guy with a stump. And throughout Saturday, Macron skulked behind the majestic walls of his presidential palace in Paris while outside his city, and his country once again erupted in fury. Across the entire country, some 1,220 people were taken into custody. That's just how many were arrested. The Interior Ministry said yesterday, a roundup the scale of which the country hasn't seen in years. Yesterday, the highly influential Parisian newspaper reported that after 8 days of silence, the head of state has told supporters he will speak on Monday night on television to respond to the angry French. Macron will not appear empty-handed, but will instead make further concessions in regards to tax, it added. Yeah, I would assume so.
It's not rape if you yell surprise beforehand, guys. Sorry.
It's true. It's true.
Hey, Addy. Welcome back.
Welcome. Always good to be here, I guess.
Let me...
Yeah.
I think you're still on here as the guest. Yeah. Cool. He has already been pilloried for abandoning green taxes on diesel and petrol in response to the early rioting, but is set to cave in further. There are too many taxes, too much taxation in this country. And yes, too many taxes was said twice. Macron told MPs in a private meeting on Friday, the Parisian reported. In other words, Macron's a cuck, and he's cucking to his country, and it's a good thing.
Is he a cuck or is he a cunt?
Yes.
All I know is I kind of want to touch on the rider that blew their own head.
Well, let's head back up to that picture.
I really can't feel sympathy for someone who, like, during a political protest, like, has to act like they're a big damn hero in the middle of a war and, like, try to pick up an explosive device and throw it back. Like, if your first instinct is to run towards an explosive device when you don't have to,
join the Marines.
Yeah, like, I can't feel bad for you after, like for whatever happens. You kind of asked for it.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm probably gonna laugh at you.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, time's gonna be done. You know, it used to be just let kids walk off from cliffs. Now you have leashes. It's fucking stupid.
We should start pushing. Well, no, let's be honest. The leashes are now to drag the kids off the cliff with the parents. When the parents walk off the cliff.
Two things about this picture that I want.
Well, yeah, because the problem. I know it's a very awkward looking picture, but it's not what you think it is.
No. I wasn't even thinking that, but holy shit! Now that you mention it, that mosaic is like perfectly placed. But two things I want to touch on about this picture. One, the look of surprise on his face, like, I can't believe this happened. Two, the safety goggles didn't do anything, did they?
No, they protected his eyes. He's good.
Wait, why isn't Biotech Babe a mod?
I don't know.
Make everyone mods. Just make everyone mods and they can ban it.
Well, yeah, this is how we're going to keep track of all the people that have joined in.
9 viewers enter, 1 remains.
Yeah, this is how we're going to keep track of the people that followed us from pretty much the start. And god damn it, Billy.
I don't know how to use any of my mod powers. I've been...
That's okay, you don't need to.
You technically can't use any of them because everybody's a mod.
Oh, okay. Like, I've been viciously trying to ban myself for like the past 20 minutes. Like, I don't know how.
You can't.
You can't
I've tried.
What's the point then?
Because you can ban other people. Well, now you can't, because I just made YTK and W a mod too.
Everyone is
mods
a mod.
can still ban other mods.
Fucking flies! God, I'm gonna... So, my sister got me a bug assault salt shotgun for my birthday, and I have been using it a lot recently. We have fruit flies everywhere.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Doesn't that just shoot salt?
Yeah.
Use a real gun. See how good you are then.
Well, we've had so many fruit flies, I'm just trying to kill them all. Miss Rimshee put out some apple cider vinegar to try and attract and kill them that way, but I prefer shooting them.
Man, that takes me back. Apple cider vinegar is probably one of the first, like, internet challenges I think I...
Killed one.
Nice.
Nice.
Anyways, are we done with France? I think we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of over this whole, like, yellow vest stupidity.
Yeah.
Kind of like this next story that Japle's got. Cute.
No,
Yeah.
This next article that I got means that we can have nice snowy Christmases with sledding and snowball fights on Mars.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go to it. Read, bitch.
Are you talking to me or Addie?
Why would I call Addie a bitch? Addie's a classy lady.
No, I'm a total
She's a classy
fucking bitch.
whore.
Have you ever seen the shit that I type in text in the chat? Like, seriously?
Yeah, it's classy as fuck. It'll become classic like a few years from now.
The rudest motherfuckers on this fucking show. Anyway.
Alright. Giant
And that's
Martian
about
crater
how
filled with
awesome I
ice
am.
and snow captured in festive holiday photos. There we go. That's literally all you need to know, and then just look at the pictures. Because it's not. It just looks like a gaping hole.
It looks like a whitehead.
I was thinking cum-filled asshole.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but
Oh, and
See,
SpaceX.
That's what makes you classy, is that you weren't going to say it.
oh no.
And if you look here, down at the bottom, we've got SpaceX transporting your mom's dildo.
Ooh.
Jesus fucking Christ, it's a fucking giant Leroy.
Motherfuckers.
They had to have picked this like succession of pictures intentionally. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, man. Yeah! But back to the article. If Jables
that's
will
too
read
good.
this shit.
That's too good. Way too good. Yeah, I just gotta scroll back up because I just scrolled down to see the giant dildo.
The giant space dildo.
Yeah. I mean, do we really have to go into this? It's a fluff article.
Yeah, but look at that whitehead. Alright, let's move on then.
Yeah.
I mean, we're an hour in and we're only 3 articles in.
Mars has snow.
Yeah, but well, what's the snow made
That
of?
means I got my Christmas joke out. I'm good. That's all I needed.
Well, what's the snow made out of?
What? It's water.
Calm
There's
down,
ice
Cap.
and,
Holy shit.
There's ice and snow on Mars. It's water.
Alright.
That's why people have been looking at terraforming it.
That's a lot of water.
Yeah, it is a pretty big hole that they found it in. So.
Yeah, she's met a few guys.
No, that's not even a joke.
Yeah, that's
like
why I asked
massive
Smart
hole
Pig. That is
comes-
exactly why I asked Smart Pig. Alright, let's go on to the next one.
I just don't know what to say.
Mysterious streak of light confirmed meteor trail, not a satellite launch. A streak of light that left many Northern Californians guessing what the mysterious object might have been Wednesday evening turned out to be a meteor. Lick Observatory in San Jose posted on its Facebook page Wednesday night that the flash was indeed a fireball. Lick Observatory.
I think this is a satire article.
L-I-C-K, Lick. No, I've heard of it.
Yeah.
It's a real place.
That's fucking
But the
garbage.
name still gets to me. A bright meteor was visible in the skies over the Bay Area shortly after sunset, leaving a bright trail that was visible for many minutes in the western sky. By the way, everyone who says that the Bay Area is not Northern California, fuck you.
All I'm gonna say is this. I get really annoyed when people like look at articles from Northern California and like SoCal, and they think all of the state, like all the way from top to bottom, is is full of the like crazy quote unquote like libtards and all that. Like I spent 2.5 years out in LA, and NorCalers are way different than SoCalers.
I spent 3 years in San Diego. I've spent most of my life in the Bay Area, and I can agree. NorCal is very different from SoCal, and even within NorCal, there's differences. Like you go up more towards the Jefferson State area, the section of California that wants to become its own state called Jefferson. And it's a little bit different than NorCal, but it's a lot closer to like the Bay Area in terms of culture than it is LA. It's still way different.
Yeah, I spent a couple months in the mountains of Northern California, and this area they call it like the Emerald Triangle. I don't know why they call it that.
Bullshit.
I guess it's just because of the green trees all everywhere.
No, it's because of the green plants that are sold for product, you dipshit.
Most plants are green.
Well, weed's legal here now, so fuck you.
A lot of conservatives that a lot of libertarians, I should say. I just like their guns and their other things. Okay, I'm done.
When you say NorCal, I picture a narwhal. But yeah, there is a huge difference between NorCal and SoCal, and there are plenty of people up in the Jeffersonian State area that say that no, the Bay Area is Central California. There's no such thing. It's NorCal and SoCal. Pretty simple.
The difference between NorCal and SoCal is that I worked with a dude that was from San Diego, and he didn't think juggalos actually existed. People in NorCal know juggalos exist.
Yeah, I'm out here on the East Coast, and I know that juggalos exist because I went to high school with a lot of them.
Yeah, I went to high school with a few juggalos, even in the small town I was at. They like to migrate to Spokane. They migrate in between Spokane and Northern California, depending on the season. And that's not even a joke. That's actually what happens. They all leave Spokane every winter, and then they come back every summer.
Oh, Crab. Also, I wanna just like add a little nuance to what I was saying. When I say like libtards, I say that with like air quotes. I don't mean any of that shit seriously. Like, I mean like the crazy like SJW types. You know, like the crazy nutty people that have no grip on reality.
Yeah, they're definitely coastal though. He's not wrong.
Yeah. No, like I totally don't disagree. I'm just saying, like, I don't want people like Ben Shapiro over here trying to pwn libs and stuff.
Own the libtards.
You're totes.
Environmental vitality.
Fun fact, people. Addy Monster is actually just Ben Shapiro's persona online.
No, Addy Monster is just Ben Shapiro in a dress.
Online as Addy Monster because he's not supposed to be online, but he still wants to crack jokes, so he comes on as Addy Monster.
Stop lying. Addy Monster is just Ben Shapiro in a dress.
And listen, I know I have a big nose, but that's because of my Italian heritage. I'm not sure.
I swear, my big nose is not because I'm Jewish.
I'm actually really self-conscious about it. Thanks a lot.
You know, I wonder if anybody in like the 80s got a nose job to get a larger nose so that they could do more cocaine.
Oh, fuck off, smart pig. Fuck you. Eat 100 poops.
Well, he's a pig. He probably has.
Yeah.
And this all stemmed from Lick Observatory.
Yeah. Stupid name for an observatory.
Jesus Christ. This show does not deserve a large viewership.
That's up to the
This show
audience to
deserves the
decide.
best- Yeah, this show deserves the biggest audience. Like, subscribe, share.
Oh, hey! KX Rider, that's my cousin. What's up?
There's never enough cocaine. At least he knows what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably under the influence of some crazy antibiotics. He's got a fucking, like, ear infection going on right now.
Is he the big? Is he? Fuck, what's that guy's name? Is he the big Skibowski?
Do you mean, like, someone on the Discord or something? Because he's not on the Discord.
No. There's this guy who does a Twitch show, who he's like, a group of us just discovered him, and then we got lost in just watching what he was doing. It was absolutely absurd. Because he's obviously coked the fuck out. And he's got that a background that will constantly play the most recent thing he did.
Oh god, I can't remember the guy's name. When Twitch first started, I used to watch one channel and and it was this guy that it was this like cracked out hippie guy who like does like improvised rock gospel solos where he'll like do like a crazy guitar solo kind of poorly and like works in Bible verses, but you could tell he was always blitzed out of his skull. He's a fucking riot twat.
Huh.
Oh, looks like he's been playing a lot more games lately.
Ah, lame. That's super lame.
Someone just sent him a message to like thank us for the like 9 viewers that we...
But I don't think we can attribute those to him.
I mean, like, once you've been shouted out by LSD, you know, like, you know...
Yeah.
What the hell just happened?
Because, I don't fucking know.
Oh,
I don't know.
I fixed it. Stupid shit's going on, as usual. We have no control.
I don't know how to work the internet machine, that's all I'm...
Anyway,
Okay.
are we done with this article? It was a meteor, not a satellite launch or something like that.
You know, we're having such a good time just shooting the shit with you guys. We're only going to read you headlines and maybe the first paragraph.
Like, Jesus Christ, like...
Hey, we got 2 paragraphs in on that one.
Like, seriously,
we read the entire first article.
Like,
I think that's good enough.
I used to DJ a college radio show, like, 12 years ago, and I used to be okay at this. I was, like, good at staying on topic, and, like...
What happened? To be fair, this is our show, so we should be the ones staying on topic.
Oh, yeah.
God. I try to bring a little classic professionalism in, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I thought we were going to do that serious one, but fuck that one.
We'll do it next, but yeah, we'll hit up Keanu Reeves. Fan art images Keanu Reeves imagines Keanu Reeves as Wolverine. Now I can see the image, you guys can't. I'm gonna wait.
I can see the image. I'm on the article.
No, I'm talking about people in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and read, and when it gets to that line right before, pause, so I can scroll down to it.
Keanu Reeves has again said that he'd like to play Wolverine. And now that Hugh Jackman has stepped down from the role, perhaps the ageless wonder that currently stars in the John Wick franchise could step into the part, as reported yesterday. When asked about his past interest in Batman and Wolverine, Reeves said, "Of the two, I'd love to play Wolverine." Well, fan artist Boss Logic heard Reeves' declaration and released a mock-up of what that might look like.
Oh, God.
Are you nervous?
Yep.
Or are you excited?
Well, everyone could see it from the moment that I scrolled down after you said that, but Addie's got to catch up.
Jesus Christ. He's like... It's like a Tumblr fan art, like yaoi fangirl vision of him. Like, remember when they like tried to reboot Devil May Cry and like everyone hated the new Dante? This is that, but I hate it.
Yep, I love Keanu. I don't like this.
Hard pass. Hard pass.
I don't think he would be a good Wolverine, honestly. I think...
Fuck you, Fred. You look like Addie.
Alright.
What kind of insult was that, Addie?
This is your mom kind. Shut the fuck up.
Make me.
Yeah, I don't think, I know Rimshee disagrees because we were talking, well, he talked about it a little bit before we went on stream. I don't think he'd be a good Wolverine.
I disagree. I think that, well, Keanu Reeves really goes into the role, so I could definitely see him doing a good job on this. Most people don't like him because of some random reason, but they don't actually look at the actor. They look at the hype.
Yeah.
And yeah, Fred, Tumblr died because they got rid of all the porn.
My stance is more from just an overall look. Not even this image not even this image, but
oh, the next one is really stupid.
Just in general, Keanu's look. I don't think he's good for it.
Well, he already knows what it's like to be immortal.
I mean, yeah.
He does have that very specific experience that he could relate to the role. He does have that. That's a good point.
I mean, come on, this guy lived through the fucking revolution. Pick one. He's lived through it.
He's lived through the Renaissance.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably lived through the through the Jewish Exodus.
I mean, apparently he was there when the fucking bombs were dropped on Hiroshima.
Yeah. He's been everywhere, man. And everywhere. Okay. It's certainly an interesting notion, the thought of Neo from The Matrix playing a surly Canadian mutant. Age really shouldn't be a concern, since the character isn't young and Reeves is still plenty action movie capable, as proven by his turn as the hitman John Wick. While the character in the comics stands only about 5 feet 3 inches and Reeves is about 6 feet 1 inch, he's still a couple inches shorter than Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman's over 6 feet?
Look, none of that shit matters if you've got like a good like DOP that knows how to do force perspective. I mean, like look at the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit.
I was just about to say the tallest guy on that fucking set was the dwarf.
I mean,
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And also to touch on what Y2K and W just said, the smart pig, like Wolvie is 5'3", they need a short fire plug if I gotta play it. No short representation in Hollywood. We will not have it. We will erase short culture. We will get tall actors with forced perspective because
fuck Tom Cruise.
Yeah. In the immortal words of a great poet of our time, some people got No reason. So people got no reason to live.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know.
I'm just kidding,
I don't like the whole idea of having a even. Let's say they don't do force perspective, or they do force perspective. Keanu Reeves is still like a super like lean, not very bulky dude, and Wolverine has always been portrayed as more stocky.
Yeah, but they've done crazy shit with having specific actors play specific roles, and everyone's saying, "Oh, that's never going to work," and then it works better than anyone could have guessed.
Y2K, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that your ladder. I'm sorry that your ladder walked out on you at a young age. I'm sorry that you've only got a step ladder and that you never knew your real ladder.
What? Okay.
At least that stepladder loves him.
Yeah.
That stepladder made a choice.
When I was 9, my ladder said I'm going to Home Depot, and it never came back. I'm not drunk enough. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're perfect. I don't have any follow-up jokes for that.
Well, let's look at Keanu Reeves' Wolverine with a built-in John Wick reference.
Oh. I fucking love John Wick. Don't get me wrong. I love Keanu Reeves. I'm so glad that he had this complex for a while that everyone just remembered him for his role in Bill and Ted, and then when he did The Matrix, everyone just knew him as Neo, and he didn't want that to be his thing. But now he's reestablished himself. People think of him as John Wick now, and he likes that, and I'm super happy for him. Because John Wick is fucking awesome, and I think Keanu Reeves is great. I just don't think he's good for Wolverine.
Well, as with any actor, it depends on the actor themselves, and it does also depend on the director, how they portray the character. Because sometimes you could get someone who you would think would be completely horrible for the job, and you get if everything lines up right, you get something that's just incredible.
Well, it would have to come down to scripting too, because if the character isn't well written in the first place, nobody's going to accept it.
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying I don't see it being a good fit.
Yeah, it's like if you look at any of Reeves' roles outside of Bill and Ted, he's got
he's
got
range.
that Tom Cruise quality. Well, I mean, he does have range, but he also has that Tom Cruise quality. You know what I mean? Where no matter what role he's in, you can't get over the fact that he's Keanu Reeves. You see his character, but you're also constantly reminded because of the way that he's got these mannerisms and the way he speaks in his roles that are kind of the same in all of his roles, aside from Bill and Ted. You know? I don't know.
Constantine was just the Matrix, but Neo was put back in an alternate dimension with a bunch of angels and demons.
Yeah. Oh God, we've been carrying on the show while Smart was AFK. What the hell are we doing?
What are you talking
I'm
about?
so sorry, guys. We got to rewind the show so Smart Pig can catch up.
Oh, what are you talking about?
If you paid attention to people.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jables. Unlike you, I interact with and care for our viewers. That's why the show's tanking. Because you're a piece of shit to your fans.
Whoa!
Yeah, I said
That's a heavy accusation.
I said it. I did.
You've been on the show twice. You
Oh
already
shit!
talking shit like this?
Bill and Ted 3 is going to be called Bill and Ted Face the Music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually going to focus a bit more on like their kids, which was not canon beforehand. Which pisses me off a little bit. And it's going to be
It's gonna be Son of the Mask and go straight to DVD.
I hope it's not, because they have the original writers, the original director, and both Alex Winters and Keanu Reeves. So,
Two would-be
I
rockers.
think it'll be fun.
Two would-be rockers from San Dimas, California, were once told they'd save the universe during a time-traveling adventure, but find themselves as middle-aged dads still trying to crank out a hit song and fulfill their destiny.
Yeah, however, at the end of Bill and Ted Bogus Journey, they already wrote the song that ended all war. So I don't know what's going on here.
And also, the actor who plays Rufus is dead, so let's just not do it. Just don't do it.
I'm okay if they do it. I'm gonna go see it.
If you pay money to see
Rimshee knows me. I hate spending money at the theater because I've been burned by movies so many times. But I'm gonna watch that.
Jables, if you pay money on opening weekend to see this film, you're supporting terrorism.
I never pay money
You're
on
a
opening
terrorist.
weekend. I'll do the week after.
That's not wrong, Crab. Oh.
Okay, yeah, fair enough, Crab.
That's not
Fair
wrong.
enough.
Thanks.
And I'm
Thanks,
sorry.
Crab. I appreciate it.
Jables, I'm sorry for getting uppity. I should be grateful that you called me back. Even though you fucking begged me all week.
He got on his knees, too.
I mean,
Ooh.
look. But
I had to do it after you bailed out on us last week.
Yeah, that was douchey of me. Like, I was sick, and I had like a bit of a cough, but it wasn't as bad as I was making it out to be. I was just lazy, you know. I was like, oh, I'm kind of sick. Maybe I can. No, I'm a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah. It's okay. You can still love a piece of shit. It's just, you have to recognize they're a piece of shit.
Yeah. I'm a really pretty piece of shit, though, so it's easier in my case.
That is helpful. It's like that that crazy hot scale that was going around the internet a while ago.
Oh,
she can either be this crazy, if she's this hot, she's probably reaching into this crazy zone.
We should probably take care of that last article, because we've got like 13 minutes left.
Oh, shit.
Get back into science shit.
Oh, yeah, let's take care of some science shit. And this one, actually, I read the title and I'm quite interested in, so I'll take it.
Sweet.
Scientists use magnetic defects to achieve electromagnetic wave breakthrough. And no one in the audience cared, but I'm going to read it anyway.
I care.
I said the audience, shut up. Surfers spend much of their time watching long waves come into the shoreline as they attempt to catch one right as it begins to curve and break. In a similar vein, scientists are working to create twisting helical electromagnetic waves, whose curvature allows more accurate imaging of the magnetic properties of different materials at the atomic level and could possibly lead to the development of future devices.
Ew.
That thing. When scientists use electron beams to look at samples of materials, they have the ability to modify many different aspects of the electromagnetic wave that make up the beam. They can make the amplitude of the wave bigger or smaller, or make the waves faster or slower. However, until now, there has been no easy way to transform a plane wave, like the long rolling waves out at sea, into a helical wave, like the ones that crash on the shore.
Okay. Quick question.
Yeah.
Can these helical waves be shot at Magneto to reduce his powers, so that our poor little Keanu Reeves Wolverine doesn't get torn apart.
Shut up, Jables. I don't know.
It's a legit question. I wonder if
It is a legit question, but let's continue reading and find out the weird properties.
Okay.
In a new study from the U.S. Department of Energy, DOE, Argonne National. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with that. Argonne National Laboratory.
Nice. Laboratory.
Aragorn National Laboratory, scientists have created small regions of magnetic defects made from nanoscale magnetic islands assembled into a grid. The plane waves interact with these defects, thereby generating helical waves. We're looking for waves with a kind of perfect curl, and in order to generate the curl, we need to give them something to crash into, which in our case are magnetic monopoles, said Aragorn material scientist Chatty Patak.
KX Writer. Generally, this does cure people of the dumb, but I'm afraid you're incurable.
The reason scientists are so interested in helical waves is that they have a property called orbital angular momentum. Knowing the orbital angular momentum of an electron beam allows scientists to investigate the magnetic behavior of materials at an atomic level by determining an atomic property called magnetic momentum, or moment. If we can see the magnetic moments of the material, we can build a description of the total magnetic properties of the material and how the material will manifest its electrons and magnetic properties. Fatek said. In this way, the refigured electron beam could be used for studying materials in which spin and magnetization play a crucial role, potentially paving the way towards new forms of electronic devices. Having access to the information encoded by orbital angular momentum will also allow scientists to better understand the nuances of chiral materials, which have a kind of left or right-handedness that determines their properties.
Yeah, see, I was actually just like mulling this over. That's why I was being quiet, because I was like thinking of applications for this, and like you could feasibly, with this technology, you might be able to make like a wireless electric motor. Like you could bend the magnetic wavelength to wirelessly change the rotation of a motor or the torque. Or if I've got this right, unless I'm just a complete idiot and I'm like misunderstanding this break.
This isn't electricity that they're dealing with. It's not wireless electricity.
No, but like I mean like the way that like a brushed magnetic motor operates. I mean like you could operate it without running current through it.
No, you'd still have to run current through it. This isn't going to replace the flow of electrons. It just adds another layer of data that you can transport on the magnetic wave.
Oh yeah, this is above my pay grade. Never mind. Backtrack and like record over everything I just said, because that's really. Oh, does this not work that way? Sorry. I'm old.
Having access to the information encoded
Hold on, real quick to that point that Eddie made. Sorry, I had to pee.
Oh, I already did that.
Yeah. So, backtracking to that, Addie, we have a very staunch policy on the show that we don't edit, and we don't delete any of the streams. Which is why, if you go back, there's some really fucked up shit that I used to say on the show that I've just kind of slowed down on.
I kind of fucking tell you guys don't edit. You just fucking.
Well, it's live. There's no way to. Subscribe to PewDiePie. There.
Ooh,
Now we're
fresh
all
news.
racist Nazis.
Freshy. How do you do, fellow 9-year-old?
No, they had a birthday. Now they're 13.
Oh, shit.
I thought that article said they were 14.
13, I think it was. I could be wrong, but whatever.
Look at them growing up.
The grid of defects can be inserted into any transmission electron microscope to provide a direct way of imaging the sample. People usually don't think about modifying the beam profile itself in this way, Fatak said. In this next phase of experiment, Fatak explained that the researchers may seek to replace the grids of magnetic islands with solenoids, or coils of wire that can act as electromagnets. Using solenoids would allow the creation of more precisely tuned magnetic defects. Right now,
Jesus fucking Christ, this is not what I just said, and you told me I was...
what?
Yeah. Sit there and stun silent.
I think Addie was right with what she was saying earlier.
Right now, because of the arrangement of the magnetic grid, we can only create defects with a cumulative magnetization of 2 or 4, but solenoids will allow us to have a much broader range of magnetization states.
Smart pig.
A paper based on the study, Direct Evidence of Topographical Defects in Electron Waves Due to Nanoscale Localization Magnetic Change, appeared in April 22nd, or in the April 22nd online issue of Nano Letters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is way above my pay grade.
Yeah, it's way above my pay grade, but
know.
I don't think it's going to replace I don't think it would cause a motor to change. A solenoid is a much smaller electromagnet.
I mean, yeah, like I am...
I mean, on that scale, yeah, you may be right, but when you were saying motor, I was thinking more something like as the smallest being the kind of rumble motor that you get in a controller.
Yeah, no, like I'm a trained, well-experienced mechanic. I've been like working on cars for like decades. Like I know the difference between like a solenoid and a motor, but like maybe motor was the wrong like device to think of, but like, you know, like a spinning electromagnetic rotating thingy like a solenoid, maybe not as complex as a motor, but yeah, like that was what I was saying, that you could wirelessly control these things using
in that case,
using
absolutely.
a magnetic frequency.
In that case, it sounds like that. But I was thinking like full-size motor. That's what I thought you meant. So maybe it was just poor wording, and then we had different ideas. So it's probably just miscommunication, and that's it.
I did mean motor, and I was wrong when I said motor. That was not the right kind of thing to say. But
it would have to be
Smart
wired.
Pig is.
It would have to be wired because you'd have to. The current would have to be induced somehow.
Yeah.
But
Smart Pig has got me in the corner here. It's like, yeah, like I'm totally thinking about this in the wrong way. Like it wouldn't work wirelessly. That's not what they're trying. I'm sorry. I tried to go above my pay grade, and I got smacked down.
This is above all our pay grade, to be fair.
Yeah, and Addie, that's rule number 3. Like, no edits, always live, no deleting any videos, and don't apologize. Fuck them.
Hey, Addie,
if you're wrong, double down. Pull a Patreon.
Check Yekno's message, and you know what to do.
I don't have boobs, though. Like, I'm not a real girl. I'm a fake girl.
I got tits.
All girls on the internet. I'm fake.
Yeah, well, Jables is fat enough. He's got tits.
Yeah.
So
I guess it's Jables that has to say it.
I mean, if you guys want, I'll start a GoFundMe and you can get me tits, but I don't currently have.
You could. They are trying to build the wall through GoFundMe, so.
Oh, dear God, yeah. I saw that last night, and I was thinking if I was going to be on tonight, that would be my article. But that's too on the nose. I think they're probably going to talk about it on the main show. So I figured.
Yeah, you're probably right.
They might. I saw it was up to like $13 million.
Yeah, like isn't the limit like $1 billion or something like that you can raise, or like 5 million, I think.
Y2K, if you've got nice lips and take it in the butt, you're close enough to being a girl.
I mean,
in modern day, that's not wrong.
I mean, by that logic, what are you doing later?
Who? Y2K?
Anybody, really? Jesus, I'm so fucking desperate.
Well, you move out to California, I'll help you find someone.
I went to Seattle. It'll be fine.
Yeah, Jables will help you in Seattle.
Nah. I've got an LDR right now, and he might be listening, and I might get yelled at for this later.
Oh, no.
Hello, Mr. LDR.
Yeah.
Smart pig.
Fine, we're
Addy
harmless,
says
we promise.
desperate. You call?
It's jokes.
What do you mean, no
God.
boobs, Crab? Of course Addie's got
right.
no boobs. She's flat-chested.
You see what happens to the fucking chat when you guys bring in like an old OG mid-2000s ETH?
Boobs are just fake butts.
KXRader did bring up the, there's also a GoFundMe for
Front
ladders
butts.
to go over the wall.
Yeah,
Front butts are overrated.
Actually, yeah, if you're gonna jokingly donate to any of these GoFundMes that are popping up around the wall construction, donate to the latter one, because even if they don't hit their goal, they're gonna donate that all to programs that help like people that like came into the country and are seeking asylum or are getting kicked out.
Yeah.
No, I disagree with that.
Allegedly.
It also goes towards a fundraiser to provide like food and clean water and everything to people that are trying to get through.
Let them starve.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to be right wing. Fuck. I really messed this up this time, guys.
You could never get with a trap, Crab. That's just because you haven't tried hard enough. Try harder next time. It's a lack of effort.
Crab, don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah.
Tried it.
It looks the same when they're bent over and you're hitting them from the back.
As long as their legs are tight and their dicks are out in front of them.
Yeah.
As long as they do yoga from the back, a butthole's a butt.
And tap dancers have great legs. So go for the tap dancers.
Y2KW, it's 2018. You don't need the money. It's not a high society thing anymore.
Don't get money involved anyway. You know they're not going to pay their...
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to pay if they end up in a hole. I don't suggest killing people. Do not go kill people. That's just a bad idea.
You end up in a hole and they end up in a hole. Huh.
Shut up, Jables. Do not kill people.
I'm talking about also getting fucked. Jeez.
I thought I'm a male prostitute, and I thought you were paying me.
Yeah.
I'm charging I'm charging twice what you're charging.
Oh man.
They shut up or real.
No, there's a comedian that has a whole bit about that. He's like, I like to go to Las Vegas and just go up to a hooker and be like, hey, how much? And when they say a price, and I say, okay, that'll work. And then
is this chat getting transphobic?
I mean,
no, we're not getting transphobic because I guarantee you every single person in that chat would tap Blair White or Ella Grant if they had the slightest chance.
I need to post more pics. I'm sad I'm not on that list.
Yeah, I don't know what you look like.
Yeah, neither of us do.
Search me up
So
on
it's
the
debatable.
NSFW section.
Did you just post something in NSFW?
I didn't post some. Well, I did like months ago. But anyway,
So there's so many traps
that's not
that
what
go
this
through
is.
there. It's really hard to tell sometimes. You got to make it
Yeah.
known that it's you.
Like there's Bailey J in front of a Christmas tree right there.
Yeah, I haven't looked at NSFW yet today. I'm excited because it's
No one's
Christmas season. The
no
best
one's
shit is always posted around Christmas.
no one's posted the
Tranny with a
results of
mini skirt
my
and a bush.
oof.
What was that, Abby?
No one's posted results of my challenge yet, which was to find the videos that someone archived with me on it. Or was it RedTube? I can't remember. That doesn't.
Oh,
Hey, go
yeah, I
to
remember that challenge.
NSFW. Go to NSFW real quick. Connor Kringle posted a GIF. There's no nudity in it, but just check it out. It's glorious.
No, see, Addie, what you want to do is you want to give that challenge to Hannah. And it will
Also,
be found.
I want to touch on something Crap said. That is exactly my fetish.
What, to kill the traps? What?
Oh, and he redacted it.
Yeah, I was
Redacted.
just starting to read it. It's because you called him out.
I love a smart pig.
Yep.
Shit, I'd let Blair tap me.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. I don't think anyone in here would disagree with that sentiment.
Well, she's too femmy for me. I need a
Yeah,
masculine.
T-Valley girl.
I don't know that I'd get along with Blair in person. I'm not trying to throw shade at her. She's just.
She's not your type. Got it.
Well, apparently she's at a point now that if you didn't know her before her channel totally blew up, then she just kind of snubs you. Which I kind of get it, but I mean, you know.
Fuck you!
Yeah, no, I don't want to talk shit on someone that I don't know personally. But yeah.
Yeah. That's why I said apparently. I'm not talking shit. This is just what I've heard from other people. Maybe those people were the assholes.
Maybe we should get to something more positive so we can end the show.
More Christmas traps in NSFW, please, people.
More Christmas female nudity. Well, no, let's rephrase that. More Christmas women nudity, because that's not sex specific. Apparently.
I guess.
I unfortunately don't have a slutty Christmas outfit, so.
Oh.
Buy one.
Let me start a link for a GoFund. I'm not broke.
So you can get a sexy Christmas outfit?
I'm not broke.
So
I just don't want to spend my own money on getting the towel.
All right. Fair enough. All right, is that
I think that's everything. No more reindeer boob!
Yes, Crab, I did.
Reindeer boob? I'm not sure what that means.
I have no idea, but KX Writer apparently thinks we have reindeer boob and not safe for work. I haven't seen it.
Nah, Fred's not on our Discord.
Like, Devil King posted in shit posting. Suspect is a gender fluid, assigned male at birth, wearing non-gender specific clothing, born Caucasian, but identifies as a mountain panda.
Nice. Very nice. Okay. You know, I think that's a good place for us to end the show.
Mountain pandas, everyone!
Once again, I want to remind everybody that on Christmas Day, I'm hosting a rabbit where we can all watch Christmas movies together and whatnot. For the people that don't have anything to do, because I know how rough that can be sometimes. And yeah, be sure to check out the YouTube Saints. They haven't revealed their guest yet, so it must be something special.
Or not.
Or they didn't get one, and it's
I was
going to be a
say
call-in
that,
show.
or it's no one. Yeah.
So,
They should just invite you on, Jables. That'd be a shit show and a half.
they should. I'm the best.
You're the worst.
I'm the best.
I don't know why I work with
you
you.
missed nothing. You missed absolutely nothing. And on the subject of a good point to end the show, that would have been 2 hours ago, but here.
By the way, Biotech Babe, you have a channel, right? If so, go check out Biotech Babe's channel, because reasons.
Yeah. Go follow Addie on Instagram.
Yeah. Follow Addie on Instagram, trust me.
Follow
I actually
me
have
on,
no idea.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter. I'm going to be on Underhaven next month. You'll be able to stay updated with that there.
Don't follow me on Twitter. I'm considering deleting my Twitter account.
Good luck finding him in the first place.
Yeah, there have been a couple people who have found me.
Yeah.
Rimshee, if you want a good tip on how to get your Twitter deleted super fast, just say retard in like rapid success.
Yeah, that would also land me outside of a relationship, so
Oh, fair enough, fair enough.
I think I'm gonna hold off on dropping retard. Consistently, at least.
I mean,
I save it.
Well, just pull a Sargon.
Yeah, I'll go argue with the alt-right and call him whatever the fuck I want to call him.
Alright, that's the show, everybody. Be sure to check out YouTube Saints. 20 minutes.
20
Fuck
minutes.
off.
Because
Bye.
we went over. Have a good one.
happy holidays, everybody.